Since Tuesday, we've had several text messages and emails from viewers distraught about the mass shootings that have happened just within the last 2 weeks. 10 black people killed in a grocery store in Buffalo, New York. 21 in Uvalde, Texas, 2 days ago, 19 of them children. That's 31 Americans within 10 days of each other. And since Tuesday, Idahoans have asked, what can we do to make this stop? And they've asked this question of our elected leaders, or at least they've tried to. And they've waited for an answer, for something to be said by either Senators Mike Crapo or Jim Risch or Congressman Mike Simpson or Russ Fulcher. Fulcher said a few things on a radio show yesterday, but until today, nobody else has really said anything, which has frustrated a lot of you. Cindy in Boise, I have written to each one of our senators asking them just what they are going to do. Apparently, it's not a big deal to them when an 18-year-old goes into a gun shop and buys an AR-15 and hundreds of dollars in ammo. This scenario has played out dozens of times. Meanwhile, our senators, nothing to see here. It was a legal purchase. This is unconscionable. Mark says he attempted to call all 4 of our congressional representatives. Fulcher and Crapo answered. Risch and Simpson didn't. Can't really talk to any of them, he said. The interns offered empty condolences, nothing else. So much caring. Lisa sent us an email saying she heard what Congressman Fulcher said yesterday and found it both appalling and unfathomable. The part about the same politicians now screaming for greater gun control were the same willing to send more guns to Ukraine 2 weeks ago. How do you compare a nation seeking to defend itself against an oppressive regime to mass murders committed against innocent, defenseless children and civilians? His statement merely reflects the stagnant, repressive party he represents, Lisa wrote. Where is this nation's principles and concerns for those who elect them? Amy also wrote, I was curious about Idaho's legislative delegation's response to the school shootings in Texas. I couldn't find anything on their website or Twitter, so I called their D.C. offices to ask. They didn't know what the representatives' thoughts were, she was told. Well, this morning she said she checked again. Still nothing. The silence from our legislative delegation on this tragedy is deafening. Idaho voters deserve better. Our kids deserve better. I'm so sick that the best we can do as a society is tell our kids and teachers to lock the doors and hide. Okay, so we reached out to Amy, a mom with 2 kids in the Boise School District, to ask her about her frustrations these past couple of days with her congressional delegation.
It feels like they're hiding and just waiting for it to blow over so that they don't have to. I found out today there's legislation that's before the Congress that needs 10 more Republicans to come on and support it. Why can't Idaho be one of those 10?
Did you want to ask them that question?
Yeah, I did. And, I thought I'll probably call back tomorrow because I was like, I'm going to keep calling until I get a response. And I'm just so disappointed. I mean, I'm so disappointed that the solution that we've chosen is to tell our kids how to hide from shooters. And we're not taking care of guns.
What would you like to hear from our delegation?
I would like to hear that they're going to do something other than platitudes and nice words. I mean, I've written them many times to ask about guns. And I'm basically told, well, Idahoans support guns. I'm a lifelong Idahoan. I'm like a 5th generation Idahoan. I understand. But the guns that are used for hunting are not AR-15s.
We did reach out to all 4 of them today. I got 2 responses back today. One from Senator Risch saying there's no comment.
No comment? What? That doesn't even make sense to me. As humans, as human beings.
We did get something back from Congressman Simpson. The massacre in Texas has once again rocked our nation to its core. This is not an acceptable status quo, and we must do better for our children, Simpson said. Kathy and I are praying for our country and especially for the families who are living the unimaginable. Hate and division are too present in our country, and elected leaders must set an example by coming together to find meaningful solutions that address the clear mental health crisis in this country.
I would ask him, I believe too that we need to bring people together, but I would ask him how he was helping bring people together when he was tweeting about Biden and gas prices in the hours after a massacre of children.
We're obviously 1,600 miles away from where this took place, and even further from what happened in Buffalo just 10 days prior.
Yes, yes.
What should we expect from Idaho congressional delegation when it comes to these things?
Well, I mean, how many school shootings and church shootings and grocery store shootings have happened across the nation? I mean, we had the mall shooting here in Boise. It just feels like it's just a matter of time before it lands in our backyard. We're not exceptional. We're not special. It's coming for us. And so let's do something to prevent, to save our kids. I want to build a better world for our kids. And I don't, I guess we have to start on social media. Everyone's like, vote and talk to your legislative delegation. I'm trying, but I'm not sure that that's making a difference.
Amy said she didn't bother leaving her name when she called yesterday because she said she's tired of getting the same form letters in return. Like I mentioned, we did reach out to all 4 of Idaho's delegation today to see if they would talk to us about this or even just offer a comment. Congressman Mike Simpson's office shared his statement, as you just heard. That was posted nearly 2 hours after we sent our email. Senator Rish's office told us they didn't have a comment to share, and the senator isn't available for an interview. Like a lot of you, we have yet to hear from either Senator Crapo or Congressman Fulcher.